Hello. Today we are looking at digital citizenship, what it is, why it's important, and how we can implement it into our classrooms. First slide, we'll look at the definition of digital citizenship. So what is digital citizenship? Digital citizenship is a concept that was designed by Mr. Mike Ribble to teach the ins and outs of appropriate technology use. Now, Mike Ribble is a teacher like the rest of us. He has worked in both the education and technology fields. His work on digital citizenship was the peak of a 3-year dissertation project. And moving on to the next slide, we're going to talk about why teaching digital citizenship is so important. Teaching digital citizenship is important because we all know that in today's society, technology is a must. Children are at the greatest risk for illegal activity and abuse online. And we also all know that more often than not, teachers are the consistent factor in our students' lives. So knowing this, we should be willing to work together to add digital citizenship learning into our classrooms. On my third slide, I would like to reiterate what digital citizenship is. It is a way to prepare students and all technology users for a society full of technology, and it is also the norms of appropriate, responsible technology use as defined by Mike Ribble, the founder. At this point, I would recommend that my attendees look at the back of the handout that I have prepared. It is going to show the 9 elements as defined by Mr. Mike Ribble. We're going to be going over those with the next slide, and I have a little bit of information about each one of them for you. The first element, or the way that digital citizenship can be explained, is digital access. Now, digital access is full electronic participation in society. As of right now, not everyone is able to access technology, but making sure that everyone has access should be one of our goals. One of our goals here at our school, and a goal that I believe each school should have for their children, their students. The second element out of the 9 is digital commerce. Digital commerce is defined as the electronic buying and selling of goods. We need to understand that there's a lot of e-commerce, lots of buying and selling of goods online. We also need to know and make sure that students and other technology users understand that not all of that e-commerce is in accordance with morals and laws. Some of the examples of that could be like pornography and the illegal downloading of music and movies. The third element is digital literacy. Now, this is the process of teaching and learning about digital technology and the use of technology. Schools have made a lot of progress in terms of technology in the classroom, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Students must be taught how to learn in a digital society, and educating people in a new way with a high degree of literacy skills is a main goal in this element. The fourth element that we're going to talk about is digital communication. Digital communication can be defined as the electronic exchange of information. The 21st century, communication has exploded. People are able to be in contact with anyone, anywhere, anytime. Now, in this particular element, users must be taught how to make appropriate decisions with so many options that are out there, especially with things now like mobile technology. There are the use of iPads, cell phones, and everything is at your disposal right in your hands. So it's very important to make sure that students make the right choices and how to present the information that they're going to be putting online. The fifth element that we'll talk about is digital etiquette. Now, digital etiquette is the electronic standards of conduct or procedure. One of the most problematic areas in regards to digital citizenship. It's not just enough to create rules and policies, but we need to teach students to be responsible for the choices that they make. And that brings us into the sixth element, which is digital law. Digital law is the responsibility for your actions, your electronic or your online actions. This is the ethics of digital citizenship. Users need to be aware that stealing and causing damage to other people's work, identity, and property online is a crime. Even if it is just online, even if it's not something that's in your hand or flexible, if it's out on space, it's still not in space, but out on the internet, it is still a crime, and people are still hurt and still at a loss. And that also ties in with the seventh element, which is digital rights and responsibilities. Those are the freedoms extended to those in the digital world. Things like freedoms of speech and privacy. Rights must be addressed, discussed, and understood along with the responsibilities. Students should discuss how technology should be used appropriately, and they can come up ways for remembering how, what are responsible rules. They could come up and make their own posters and anagrams and things to remember those norms or those rules for using digital responsibly. The eighth element that we'll talk about today is digital health and wellness. Now, this is the physical and psychological well-being in the technology world. Users need to be taught that there are inherent dangers of technology. This includes topics like eye safety, sound ergonomic practices, and repetitive stress syndrome. The ninth and final element is digital security. This is the electronic precautions to guarantee safety. This is teaching students to protect their information from outside forces that may cause disruption or harm. Let's move on to another slide that I'd like to show you today. And this slide says REPS, or it stands for respect, educate, and protect. Now this is going to kind of focus on how we teach digital citizenship. The concept of digital citizenship can be taught through REPS, or respect, educate, and protect. Each area, it's divided into three areas. One, respect, another, educate, another, protect. And each area encompasses three of the elements that were defined in the previous slide. The first area that we'll look at is respect. We need to teach students to respect themselves and respect others. And the three elements that encompass that idea are etiquette, access, and law. So focusing on those three together will teach the ethical standard of respect, respecting themselves, respecting others. The second area is educate. They can educate themselves to be able to connect with others. And the three elements that go along with that are literacy, communication, and commerce. The third area that we'll look at is protect. Protect yourself, protect others. The three elements that go along with that are rights and responsibility, safety, security, and health and welfare. Now all of this is listed on the front side of your handout that I have prepared for you. And you can refer back to this any time that you are in doubt and need any more information. Also, I have listed on the handout the resource, a website to Mr. Ribble's web page for digital citizenship. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. So that takes care of that for today. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I hope you are more educated and aware of what digital citizenship is, and you're ready to make it a norm in your classroom. Thank you.